guys, this is Price for Mini Motors USA. Today I'm going to show you how to do a brake pad change and brake adjustment on a jack brake caliper. Comes on like a Spider, Spider 2, Eagle. Pretty simple process. First you're going to take the caliper off the caliper mount. You're going to hit these two screws here. .5mm Allen tool. Now with the caliper removed from the rotor, we're going to want to hit this grub screw here with a 2mm Allen tool. Just loosen that a little bit. And that'll allow us to move this fixed pad adjustment screw out. That removed, you can get the pads out. Sometimes you can get them out with your fingers. I like to use a pair of tweezers, just makes it a little bit easier. Yep. And the same thing with that fixed pad. Right there. So these are brand new pads, so I'm just going to slot them back in there. That fixed pad in first. There's some magnets in there, so it should just slot right into place there. Of course, I'm on the other side. There. And there. So then you're going to want to adjust this fixed pad. So as you pull the brake cable, this is the only pad that moves. I don't know if you can see that. This pad stays fixed. So you want to have that pad far out enough that it's going to engage with the rotor. I usually have it just like a couple millimeters out from where the caliper sits. Should be fine. And just retighten that grub screw there. And just put the caliper back over the rotor. A little tight. Oh. Actually, I'd probably pull that back a little bit. Should just slot right back over the rotor there. So get these screws in there. Don't tighten them all the way down yet. So this isn't like a car caliper where you can just tighten the screws back and everything's going to be nice and tight. So for this point, you have the caliper a little bit loose, and you want to have it so the rotor is passing through without rubbing. Do you hear it rubbing there? So you want to make sure that you have it passing through the pads and not rubbing on either side. And if you're replacing the pads, you might have to loosen this up a little bit. Here, loosen the tension on the wire. Give yourself a little bit more room. And sometimes it helps if you get like a light to shine through the other side so you can see the rotor just passing straight through the pads there. You want to get one screw tight. Get the other screw tight. So you want it passing through to where it's not rubbing on either side. You still have tension at the lever. And if you feel like it's a little bit loose, you just tighten up this wire here. So you loosen this up, kind of pull that arm up, pull the wire tight. That'll give you a little bit more tension there. You want as much tension as you can get without the pads rubbing when you're not touching the brake lever. So that would be too tight. There's tons of tension at the lever, but you're getting some rub. Just want to back that off a little bit until you get it to where it's not rubbing, but you still have tension there. As the pads wear, there's this small adjustment screw. You actually back that out, and it gives you more tension on that line. So as you're riding, the pads will wear, and you can kind of unscrew that screw, tighten the bottom one up, and that'll give you a little more tension there too. And so as the pads wear, you'll keep backing that screw out, and once that screw's maxed out, you can pop it all the way back down, and then you'll increase the tension here at the wire until your pads are worn. You'll have to change them again.